Hello everybody, this is Josh here with a garden update. I've taken some pictures and posted them on my 30 bananas a day profile of it just now. I thought I would test the camera on my cell phone and see how good it is. So this is my garden. You can see everything is growing pretty big. Tons of things are bolting just as before. Got my greenhouse going like gangbusters. I wanted to show you something real quick with my miner's lettuce. So miner's lettuce is something that grows in the winter pretty well apparently, but without sunlight or warmth it won't really make much growth progress. But the one thing I wanted to tell you about miner's lettuce, if you look, there's a billion different things coming up here, but if you pull on it, there's just a single tiny stem that's actually growing, and you can see it right there where my finger is. Maybe you can't make it out, but anyways, that is what held something like this to the ground. I found that out while pulling off a couple of leaves, and the whole plant came up, and I was very upset. So here's my stuff. I got some dino kale that'll be good. Cabbage there. Got some more kale. I've got some broccoli and cabbage. These plants are cabbages. I know that because I saw a head of cabbage. Oh, my broccoli's coming up, obviously. A little bit smaller than I would have liked. I should have thinned those out way sooner. It's too late now. Here's a bed that I thinned out. I got some small Russian kale plants. Here's some Chinese cabbage. Here is my celery bed. Doing pretty well. If you look in here, looks like it might be bolting, or maybe not. I've got several types of lettuce in here, so they may or may not be growing as planned. There's some nice dino kale there. Some more dino kale and beets over here. Let me show you beets real quick. They're doing really well now. Now I just freely scattered these seeds in there, and look, they're doing really well. I'll have a good beet harvest here soon. Well, maybe not too many beets. I've only got maybe 20 tops. Here's a bed of tomatoes that I threw out with the red plastic to keep them warm and maybe grow better. Hopefully these are a Russian variety, and they're a cherry, and I've got some like bush varieties in here. The middles are going to be tall, and the outsides are the bushy type determinate. Here is, oh, I thought you guys would like this. This is my oh geez, I can't even remember the name of it now. It tastes like cucumbers. Anyways, I'm not terribly excited about it. It doesn't taste that great to me. Here is my greenhouse. If you look in here, it's doing excellent. You can see the buds on my peppers. That's all I've got. I don't actually have any peppers growing yet, but I've got buds on them. My peppers have actually been hampered by slugs this year. They keep eating some of them to the ground. And here's my melon patch. So if we come in here, you see my trellis that I did. Nice and neat. So here's my lemon cucumbers in the center. They've all got tiny, maybe you can make them out, and they're tiny cucumbers growing. Here's my 3 biggest melons right there. One right there. And then there's mostly watermelon down here. And there's some watermelons right here. You can see on my watermelons, they've got some pretty good sized things growing so far. Go across to my tomatoes. If you look, I got the first tomatoes of the year on them. Got tons of things. If you look here, I need to keep better care of this because my tomatoes and cucumbers are just growing like you wouldn't believe now. It gets really hot in here during the day, so I leave the doors open. Let's see, these tall things are a Russian cherry. Give me a second and I remember it, but I can't think of it right now. Anyways, they grow really tall and they haven't actually produced a lot of buds yet, so I'm kind of worried about that. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, here's another tomato. But yeah, I should have a really good harvest of tomatoes. It's the beginning of July right now, and I've already got tomatoes on the vine, and I've got, all of July, all of August, the hottest 2 months of the year here, to have those ripen. Here are my blueberries. These are growing pretty good. I mean, these are I planted these last year, and they don't have that many berries on them, but next year they'll do really well. So actually all of them have more blueberries on them than my mature plants. Here's some red Russian kale that I'm letting go to seed. The flowers are all done, and I'm just waiting for the seed pods to ripen up so I can harvest those and get a bunch of stuff. So I put the cages around all my trees. I need to pull these off and apply more copper. This is a peach leaf curl. It's definitely not good for anything. You're supposed to take them off and destroy them, burn them, do whatever, so that they aren't on your trees anymore. That one, yeah, I've got them on all of them now. So I'm gonna have to spray. So the way to control it is copper, and to pull off the dead end leaves. So here's another one. Here's an apple tree that's just growing like mad. Wow, doing really good now. So here's some squash. Maybe this is a pumpkin or some other squash. Planted it in mounds. Here's some squash and corn I planted before I left on my cruise. So this is about a week and 2 days old. Here's my zucchini that keeps getting eaten by slugs. If you notice, those are really small, but some of them are much bigger. I've started all these by seed. That is how big everyone should be, and same with over there. But I've had to plant them by seed like 3 or 4 times now. Here's some other squash. Here's some more squash and corn. If you notice, I've got some tiny ones that I had to plant by seed. You can see the stem in the center there that was eaten to the ground. Here's some corn. This is a variety of Fisher's Earliest and some blue corn that I planted. The blue corn is really early, and so is the Fisher's Earliest, hence by the name, because I've never had luck with corn here. I won't show you my strawberries today. They've got strawberries on them, but maybe I will. Let me run down there real quick. So, I don't really want to have to take the time to edit this video, so you're going to have to see some shaking as I just ran. So here's, wow, impossible to tell which is which. Oh, here's my raspberries. You can see I'm going to get 2, 3 raspberries off of that one. Let me see my strawberries. I think my deer might keep eating. Oh, there's one, but the deer keep eating the leaves of my strawberries. In fact, that's all they seem to be eating. But I've got some red ones down here. Yeah, here we go. There's more down here. There's some more red ones. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some fence over these things. Otherwise, they're just not gonna make it. Which sucks. Oh, and look, deer must have broke my little trellis. I'm gonna put a trellis up here. Maybe the trellis will help detour the deer, because they'd have to come all the way around, crawl under it or something. That'd be a little bit more dangerous for them than just running through that thick woods right there. Ah, yes, and my neighbor's cherry tree. The property is not owned by anybody. Well, it's bank owned, and I've done some pruning on their trees, and I did a little pruning on their cherry tree, and I'm hoping that next week we'll have a bunch of ripe cherries. I can see some red ones in there, but not many. All their other trees seem to have had some damage. Even the ones I pruned, the buds I think frosted and died, or the blossoms, and so that sucks. We won't have any harvest for those. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching.